Hi everyone, this is my Wrestlemania Part 1 review. Jey Uso versus Gunther. Overall, I thought the match was, I actually kind of found it very boring, and in fact, I found it very slow. I'm actually glad Jey won, but I think he's probably going to lose the championship probably very soon. Overall, wasn't a big fan of the match, but good to see Jey win. New Day defeating the War Raiders. I thought the match itself was actually pretty good. Um, Not really that much invested in the overall story. I feel like as if the New Day in general have kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bit boring. Like, I thought their heel turn would be a lot more significant, but I mean, New Day won. I actually, wasn't really surprising. But the match actually in general was good, and there was some really good in-ring action. Jade versus Naomi. It was an alright match. I wasn't again very invested in the story. Um, but yeah, it was an okay match. Nothing really much to say, to be honest. The Luchador match I actually thought was actually really good in-ring action. But the ending to me was a bit cheap with the metal thing on the mask. I thought it had a terrible ending. Tiffany versus Charlotte. It was an okay match, but again, I mean, I'm glad Tiffany won. I don't think Charlotte should have won the match, to be honest with you, but I mean, it was an okay match, but again, I thought it was very average for a WrestleMania. And finally, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. I generally thought the in-ring work here was fantastic. I felt that all three were brilliant. I felt a lot of close finishes, off the edge of my seat. However, I am not a fan of the ending. I think Stevie Wonder could see that ending that was going to happen with Paul Heyman betraying both CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I didn't like the ending, and I felt that it didn't make any sense. I probably would have actually given it to CM Punk. But, again, they need to start building his stock again, CM Punk, because when it comes to big matches and stuff, especially WrestleManias, he needs to win these. If they're maybe considering CM Punk to be in the title picture. I think the match itself was brilliant, but I thought that the ending was just too predictable, and I wasn't a fan of it. Overall, I give WrestleMania, I hate to say this, but I have to give it a 4.5 out of 10. I thought it was actually very boring. In fact, there was parts of part one where I was bored. Like, I was actually at parts looking on my phone more than actually looking at the show. I was completely bored out of my mind. So yeah, not really a fan. Hopefully part two tonight will be a lot better, but overall, I'm not a fan of the show. I think match of the night was obviously CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, but in general, I just didn't like the ending. I think it's just too forced. But let me know what you think. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, that's fine. All opinions are welcome here, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling this part of WrestleMania, but hopefully with Cena and Cody Rhodes, it picks up tonight.